Good afternoon and welcome back to our channel. I want you to pay careful diligence and attention to the voice note you're just about to listen to. It's still in the same spirit of our expectations concerning the disbursement. All right, the president, your time now.
I remain Ambassador Professor Greg Stephen, President of the Africa Modern Farmers and the CEO of Rescue Mission Humanitarian Empowerment Foundation. I'm doing this voice note as an enlightenment to update us and to inform us of where we are in the grant ecosystem. I'm not doing this voice notes for you to send it public so that some things that they don't want it to be disclosed, that I am the one disclosing it. But I'm doing this voice note because I am tired of answering many questions. I'm tired of people who are in this platform who do not know where we are, and some of them are saying nothing is going on, or they are not even expecting grant to pay this year, or they have so many perceptions and wrong this thing to add to the sort of injury. They also hear some different wrong people who have missed the road, who express have already left, and they will come and do voice note. They will now carry this voice note and put it on this platform. So what I'm doing today is like press briefing, trying to educate us and to tell us where we are so that we know how to behave and conduct ourselves in this platform. I want to say that we have been on this long journey for very long. To be precise, from 2017, in the inception of SEM, we have been on this journey. And unfortunately, SEM would have been the easiest and cheapest grant because before the coming of SEM, the other grants that have been coming, they've been lying fallow. And SEM would have been the first one that would have opened our eyes. And before they know it, disbursement would have taken place. But unfortunately, there was a compromise somewhere, and it ended up that today we are still struggling to come out of it. But the good news is that as soon as all this one begin to pay, I know that SEM too will do his own payment, because as I talk to you, they are in the last section of the court. Now, after SEM, Tepicon rose up. Tepicon wanted to atone for the sin of SEM so that they can, disburse to the people. Unfortunately too, Tepicon were like a child that does not know the right thing to do, and they ended up waiting for telecopy, broke up in quarrel, and at the end of the day, nothing was done. They missed the mark. And while Tepicon was on, World Bank came, that they were going to bring this other one. They tried, and also because of the learning process too, they missed it along the way. No disbursement. While that was on, Golden Bridge came up, and Golden Bridge, not understanding the intrigues that money from SDP, which is social development partner, was supposed to be for those who are already in the business, so that the money that they would have asked them to bring, buying of laptop and paying 1 million for cards and other money they were supposed to spend that was supposed to be there, they were not aware, and they brought it for the common masses who do not even have such money. At the end of the day, we have to advise the management and say, look, why not wait when other grant pay? You can now handle the expenses and continue from there. And Golden Bridge, could not continue. It has to wait for till now that we are still talking about, and so on, so forth. Then from there, recently, Jobat showed up, and when Jobat came up, You know, the man was talking as if he was going to pay the next 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. But you know, unfortunately, he was falling on the ground that he did not understand. And so, even when he was arrested, people thought that this man do not have money. But because of what is on ground, he could not make noise. But my joy is that all this we have been trying since 2017, that as I talk to you, these 4 grants has already been approved from the authority, from the CBN, and from the leadership of this country. So please, in this platform, let nobody talk evil against UAAG, former UAAG, now Central West, 2, Theobat, 3, St. Rita's, and 4, Supreme. There are others that are in pipeline, like Intervention Fund, and some others who are also coming on board. Even midways have been approved, but they said midway should be paid in the month of March. Now, I am doing this because some of you are saying, na so that they talk, will they pay, will they ever pay? Let me tell you something that you did not know. Like example, people were also saying that if they get money to pay, why will they tell you to pay? Do you know that this grant, that when you come into this grant, that until you pay, until it's time that you pay, you cannot access, take a dime from that money? Let me tell you, people like Ken Wakama, people like Supreme, St. Rita, and the rest, they want to pay this money more than you wanted it, because their money, if they pay, that they will get is big, but they cannot access it until they pay. You think they don't want to pay? They want to pay, but the bureaucracy, the bottleneck on it is too much. Who to blame? Are we going to blame the government? I will say no. Why? Mr. President begged that they should release this money. Has it got to us? No. In fact, let me tell you something that will shock you. We were even told when we were doing strong agitation that we are not even qualified to disburse. Why? Before now, there was no record of any grant handler who have been doing humanitarian service, disbursing money to the masses before. So, their process, their bureaucracy. As I talk to you, this money they have released, I was also thinking when they release it that they are going to pay the 4 money once. But let me shock you that the 4 money is not going to come this week. We are. But the good thing is that beginning from this very month, let me not put this week. If this week escape us, next week will not escape. Disbursement will start. But CBN said they don't want, because of inflation, they don't want too many money to be in circulation. They have drawn timetable that one organization will pay first, the second organization will pay, the third organization will pay, and the fourth organization will pay. I know their names, but I don't want to call it because this is a public place. So that means that if you're expecting only in this November for 4 of them to pay, it's not true. What you can get in only this November is probably 1. In December, you will get another 1 or 2. Then in January, expect, but be rest assured that from this November, payment will commence. So both Mr. President, the Senate, the House of Reps, and all the relevant people have all agreed and have accepted that they should pay this money to cushion the what they call it, the hardship effect in the country. So that is why I am doing this voice note today, so that for some of you who have given up before thinking they will not pay, it's not true. If you don't get it this week, you will get it next week. Don't come here and be telling me that's how you used to say that next week. It's true that they used to say next week, but it has never got to this level that we are now. So now grace is speaking for us. We are going to pay. Now in payment, like for UAG, some people too, I want to make this one very clear. Some people are saying when UAG pay, maybe to reach them. For people like me who are under me, I must tell you the truth. I have not disclosed this before. Only those who are close to me that knows that. Find out from my ITC person. I register 12,600 clusters in UAG, and out of the 12,600 cluster, they are giving me only one cluster, which is for 1,000 people. So which means I have 12,600,000 people. So if I say I want to give 1,000 people, that means 11,600 what they call the cluster head will not get anything. Then if I say I want to give both beneficiary, which means out of 12,600,000 is only 1,000 people that will get. But they also educated us that we must not disburse 1 million, that we can even disburse for 2 people or share it even for 3, so that you can get to many people. And they even suggested that we can equally do not even money alone, we can even use it like palliative, buying food stuff to share for people. That I am working with my committee, but I want you to know this so that you will not be expecting to say this time they don come with, now we dey support, we dey do like this, prof go must give this thing. It's not a must. They even encourage us to give it to those who are supporting us. So although there are other ones that are going to come where everybody will get, but for this one that is coming, I just told you the truth so that you will know. For if you don't get me clear again, let me mention it. I have 12,600 clusters put together. That is 12,600,000 people. And so how do you expect me to divide 1,000? Right. So, but for Theobat and the rest, we thank God that as they start, A will lead to B, B will lead to C, C will lead to D, and so on and so forth. That is why you see me making every effort to communicate to us, to introduce to us more grants, so that we can take from here, and take from here. And so I believe God and I trust God that from this month of November, that we are going to get what will move us from where we are to where we ought to be. So I want to say for all of you that have been in this platform, for few of you who support me at times to even send me card, God bless you. For those who only ask questions, do not know that they even send card, not to talk of support at all. I pray you learn. And for those who, instead of this few time you've been with me, that you're supposed to begin to learn the leadership habit, that as a leader, when you want to talk, you have my number, it's not hidden. Call me and ask me to get clarity on that thing, or talk to me one-on-one. Some of you will prefer to come and put it on the platform, so that you will get another person who will support you and say, bam, correct, like this, like that. And according to my mentor that raised me, he said I listen to the wise to get wiser. He said I listen to the foolish so that I will not act foolishly. Please, when you do such thing, you are not showing the symbol of that you are wise. Please, I want to encourage us, and I want to use this medium to tell you congratulations, because I know that after now you will hear other many voice notes that will tell you that disbursement has commenced. So I want to use this opportunity to tell all of you that congratulations. And as long as you are with us in this platform, with this grant that we're handling, there is no how that something good will not reach your hand. So once more, I don't want to waste your data, because I see that we have almost spent close to 15 minutes. So I want to use this moment to let you know that there are good things ahead of us, and that we will certainly celebrate a beautiful and glorious Christmas. It will not be like other year when they will promise us it will fail. So for those other many questions you are asking, if there's anything that you don't get clear, call me personally and I will brief you. So once more, I remain Ambassador Professor Greg Stephen, President of the African Modern Farmer and the CEO of Rescue Mission Empowerment Foundation. God bless you and see you at the top. God bless you.